Man. Well, social media is important, man. It is. Like, I want to hate on it so much because there's so much negativity that comes from it. But people use it so much. Like, so much.
Yeah.
There are people that spend hours and hours and hours a day just scrolling through stuff. And I think it's important for our industry anyways to also be involved in social media.
Oh yeah.
You know, because if we're going to be posting stuff, if we're going to be advertising, it's almost like free advertising if you have the followers. You know, like, it's really important. There's a lot of brands that I've discovered just scrolling through social media.
Yeah.
Even if it's not from like an influencer, even if it's just somebody who's posting something, like, because people do that. They get something that they like and they tell the world about it, or they buy a new outfit and they wear it. And then I'm scrolling through and I'm like, man, I like that hat. I want to get that hat. Where'd you get that hat from? It's just free promotion. Get your word out there. Let people talk about it. Let people share it, you know?
Yeah. It's like having your own publicist in a way. You know, you got a way to express whatever it is you got going on in your life. It's great for business, I say. We have a multitude of social media pages to promote whatever it is that we got going on as far as that's concerned. So it's a fabulous tool. But I think also, like, for me, it can be a bit overwhelming to try to keep up with all the different platforms that people are using these days.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm very simplified when it comes to my social media. I mainly really use Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Right.
You know, what about you? You into all that shit?
No, that's pretty much it for me as well. Like, I have all the other ones. I got Twitch and TikTok and Snapchat, but I feel like I'm old now because I just don't care.
Right.
There's way too many of them out there.
Right.
Like, I remember I didn't even know that Snapchat was a social media per se app. Like, to me, it's just a dick pic app. That's all. I'm not sending them, but I feel like that's what it was made for.
Like, I used to.
No, I don't do that. But I felt like that's what it was for, right? Yeah. Because you can just, you know, send a pic and it's gone within seconds. I'm sure it's stored on a hard drive somewhere. But when I heard of Snapchat, I was like, you guys just sending nude pictures to each other? Like, what else do you do with it? Right. Why don't you just text me a photo of your dog? Right. You know, if I didn't look at this quick enough, I've now missed it.
Yeah.
You're like, why'd you even send this? You put this up for 3 seconds. Like, what am I even looking at here? You know?
Now, but I was son. I'm sorry. My son, when he was in high school, like his junior and senior year, that's all he was talking about. It's like, this girl gave me her Snapchat. This girl gave me her Snapchat. And I'm thinking in my head, why is that important? Like, what? You know, because when I think of social media, communicating, I don't, like, all in the DMs. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But he was like, her Snapchat. And I've never used, I tried Snapchat a few years ago. And I didn't quite understand. Yeah, it was a lot to say the least.
I don't understand it either. Yeah. I think I've told you the story before. I was in Chicago a couple years ago, and I was at like a destination that people go and take pictures. And I was there just walking around, and this guy like bumped into me while he was passing, and he had his phone up, and he was like, "Oh, I got to get this. My Snapchat followers are going to want to see this." I was like, Snapchat followers? Like, you just have like a sticker of your Snapchat on your car? Like, how do people even know who you are?
Right.
But there's a whole like social aspect to it, you know?
What
and
do you
it's
know
important. It's nothing more than what I've said on here. But, you know, like people use it as a way to gain followers. Everybody wants to be popular. Everybody wants to be known.
Right.
And so it, you know, I guess it's just a way for people to interact with people outside their normal circle.
But does it pay?
Well, I don't believe that it does.
Okay.
I think that there's ways that you can make money, you know, like the Jenners, you know, like most of them have become famous because they were on a reality show, and reality show, I think, is like the worst thing to ever be invented. But what it did was it brought the entertainment industry into your personal life.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you can, like T.I. had a reality show, and, you know, back in the day, you knew T.I. because he had CDs that came out and he played on the radio. Now you can see his living room.
Right.
You can see his driveway. You can see he's eating dinner with his kids, you know, and I feel like it opened up the door to social media, like from that standpoint, because, you know, if you gain millions of followers, then, you know, Pepsi may throw you some money and say, hey, drink some Pepsi in your next post. We got a new flavor coming out. Tell everybody how much you like it, and let's get a shot of you, you know, drinking it. And it's free promotion.
I remember, like, you know, we got to tell them back in the day stories and shit. You know how we do, but back when we had launched our television show, that opened me up to a brand new audience of people that only knew me through television. Like, they had no idea that I made records, knew nothing about my music or recording. They only knew me from TV. And then, like, radio, people only knew me from radio. They had no idea, knew nothing about the musician or the TV host or like, depending on the platform. And I brought that up because you mentioned T.I. There's people out there that probably associate T.I. with being a television star or a podcast influencer, and know nothing about T.I. the artist. You know what I mean? Like, it can take you into a whole nother dimension if used properly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, I'm a big fan of Tech Nine. I think he's one of the greatest rappers in the game to ever do it. And his